easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Payne. Got room at the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. To the air, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. It's McAllister. Open space at the 25. A gargantuan play by this offense, and the defense reeling as we come to the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas State was able to come away with the victory, but it's not the type of dominant win we've seen in Jonesboro over the years. It is a win, but it honestly lacked any real style points. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll try the left side. At the 35, he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
That's a really good-looking run there. You think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
To throw, it's Drones. Unloads it left. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
It's so important when a safety drops that he takes the right angles. You see those receivers flying across his face. He's got to go meet the ball and the receiver a lot of times at the same time. Great break. Great job getting to the football and then securing it. A lot of times you're like, oh, man, catch it, catch it, catch it. The best.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the left.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He has receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
They And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Drones. Makes the grab, it's Heath. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Hard running there. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard.
Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Got a little space. Gets it past the marker. There he goes to the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Off-play action on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
That's reeled in. It's Hawkins. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. They do.
The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The running back has it. Creates a little space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets away. Under fire. Lets it fly. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Green. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Drones. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give to the single back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hokies will line up to kick off and start the second half. Send its offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the...
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's McAllister. At the 35, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. New Mexico State is going to enjoy the trip back to Las Cruces after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Aggie Memorial Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds a man in the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? After the misfire on that 52-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 35. He's in open space downfield. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the punishment has been extended. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the...
There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Fires on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarter.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal of where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He's looking to pass. Gets it out fast. He is going from nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Hokies will hustle to the line. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A great catch and run for 6. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. To the air, it's Drones. Makes the grab, it's Green. They run him out of bounds, he gets it to the 47. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Connection to the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Using his legs, it's Hawkins. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Back to throw, it's Drones. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And this one is perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree?
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, there's no quitting this defense. I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Groves. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Hokie. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. And he's still running after the move. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense napping there. Sneak the running back out of the backfield, see if the defense's eyes are maybe in the wrong place, but a great job. Everybody's staying home and then making a nice tackle.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football. But
oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's throws. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Escapes the sack. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
About to get another look at this Hokie offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term, looking deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
The quick out. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Green. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this wants to throw. It's Drones. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. On the run, it's Hawkins. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. On the run, deep down the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree?
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they throw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Grab behind the line. It's McAllister. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. He unleashes a long one. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games.